Dear students, we will continue from question number 31 of POLYCET entrance exam question paper 2024. A girl of height 90 cm is walking away from the base lamp. Right. So here we are having AB is the lamp. AB is the lamp. If the lamp is 360 cm above the ground. So height of the lamp, AB is height of the lamp. What is this height of the lamp? 360 cm. Right. This is what is given to us. Then the length of her shadow after 4 seconds. So CD is the girl here. Right, AB is the lamp and CD is the girl. So the light coming from the lamp falls on the girl and you get a shadow here. So X is the shadow. Right, from here to here, what is this X? X is the shadow of the girl. So now this we have to find. So this how we get this 480? So here it is given to us that the girl is walking away with a speed of 120 centimeter per second. Right, 120 centimeter per second. For how many seconds she walked? For 4 seconds. It is given. After 4 seconds, what is the shadow? That means, so here we have to first find the distance between the lamp and the girl. Right. So how we can find this? We know the formula distance is equal to speed into time. Speed is how much? 120 centimeter per second and time is 4 seconds. Right. Both are in seconds and meters. So we need not convert centimeter and second. This is 480. Right. So we get this value as 480. Distance is 480. So here we got this value of 480. Now the other thing is CD is the girl. So we need to find this value of X. So if we carefully observe this, this is the case of similar triangles. Right. Here we are having a triangle ABE, the bigger triangle. Triangle ABE is similar to triangle CDE because these are parallel lines. AB and CD both are parallel above the ground. So we get a similar triangle here. Triangle ABE, the bigger triangle, is similar to the smaller triangle CDE. Fine. So now what we have to find here. So in case of similar triangles, we should know, we should remember one property, very useful property are there. For two triangles, if they are similar, the corresponding sides are equal. So the corresponding sides of the two triangles are same. So the AB parallel to CD, the corresponding side of AB to the another triangle, smaller triangle is what? CD. This is equal to BE by DE. So if you take any two corresponding sides, they are equal in case of the triangles. So what is AB? So AB is the length of the height of the lamp, 360. What is CD? 90. It is given to the right. Girl of height is 90. So here this is 90. What about BE? BE means from the bigger side. So 480 plus X. BE is 480 plus X. What about the DE? That is what we need to find value of X. So if you cross multiply, or we can first cut this one, right? 0, 0, 1, 9 ones are 9, 4s are. So left side what we will get? 4 equal to 480 plus X divided by X. So simply cross multiply, you get the answer. So X into 4, left side you get 4X is equal to 480 plus X. If you take X to the other side, it becomes minus. So 4X minus X is 3X is equal to 480. X is equal to 480 by 3. 480 by 3 is how much? 160 centimeter. So the length of the shadow, this part what we will get here? 160 centimeter. So what is the option here? Is option number 3. See, I am giving the detailed answer here along with the concept so that a student should understand. If any other question comes also, you should remember. If by directly writing the values we get the answer in 1 minute, within 1 minute, but you will not understand the concept. Now question number 32. if the ratio of the corresponding sides of two similar triangles is 2:3, then the ratio of these triangles is, the ratio of the corresponding sides of two similar triangles is 2:3. Here they are, for example, if you are having two similar triangles like this, consider these two triangles as similar. If the ratio of the areas of these two, so based upon this one, we have a very important what we can say property or rule, that or formula you have to understand and remember. What is that? I will write here. This is very important for entrance exams. Any entrance exam, this is important. The ratio of areas of two similar triangles equal to what? Square of the ratio of their sides. Square of the ratio of their corresponding sides are there. So I will write here their sides. This is very important. You have to ratio of the areas of two similar triangles. So what is given to us here? The ratio of the, now we'll see the question. If the ratio of the similar, so this part is given to us. Two is to 3. Then the ratio of the areas of the triangle. This side is given to us actually. The other side is given to us. Anyway, we have to write the other one. The square of the ratio of the corresponding sides. So sides is given to us, that is 2:3. What about the other part? So that is equal to how much? 4 square by square of the other sides. 2 square by 3 square. 2 square by 3 square. That is what? 4 by 9. Simply you have to do the square. So 4 by 9 is how much? Equal to 4:9. So what is the option here for 4:9? This is question number 3. So if the sides are given to you, for similar triangles, if the sides ratio is given, for areas means simply do the square. Right. The other side means you have to take the square root. If it is opposite side, you have to take the square root. Clear? Here what is given to us? Sides is given to us. Then for the other one you have to do the squares. If it is opposite case, you have to take the square. For example, if 4:9 is given for the areas, then side will be how much? Square root of 4, square root of 9. That is 2:3 will be the answer. Right. Clear. Now, next question. Question number 33. So here, if ABC is a right triangle at C, so I have drawn the triangle here. ABC is a right triangle at C, and what is given to us is BC is equal to A, AB is equal to C, and what is the other one? CA is equal to B. These things are given to us. BC is equal to A, CA is equal to B, and AB is equal to P. Let P be the length of the perpendicular. P be the length. Here if you see, I have drawn the dotted length as perpendicular. P is the length of the perpendicular from C to the line AB. Perpendicular means 90 degrees it will make. Then which of these will be true? So you have to see which of these conditions will be true. So here what we can understand is area of the triangle. If you take perpendicular means area of the triangle, we get know what is the area of the triangle? Half into base into height. So here we have 90 degrees here, and perpendicular with this also 90 degrees. So you will get height both ways. One is AC is the height, and there is CD is the height. Right. So area of the triangle can be calculated as half into base. Here we have two cases. One is if you take the height as P. If you take the height as P, so what we will get? Half into, if height is P, what is base? C. C into P. Right. In the other case, if you take height as B, if you take this as the height, then what is the base? A is the base. So half into A into B, because both are areas of the triangle only, so both should be equal. Right. So from here 2 and 2 will be cancelled. So CP is equal to AB. Correct. Option 1 is correct. CP is equal to AB means option 1 is correct. So it is somewhat easy, but only thing is you have to draw the diagram and take the correct measurements. Provided that area of the triangle formula, you should know half into base into height, otherwise difficult. Question number 34. If the areas of two similar triangles is 81 centimeter square and 49 centimeter, we have two similar triangles. One is triangle A, that is 81 is the area. Another is triangle, we have second smaller triangle I have given here, 49 is the area. Then what we need to find? If the altitude means height. What is altitude? Means height. If the altitude of the smaller triangle is 3.5, here I have done, right? This is the altitude of the smaller triangle. How much it is? 3.5 centimeter. That is what is given to us. Then what is the altitude of the bigger one? Bigger triangle, right? So x we have to find. Clear? So we already know, just we have seen in the previous question, two questions before, 81 by 9. Thus, 81 by 49. What is this? The ratio of the areas of the triangles is equal to square of their corresponding sides, that is x square by 3.5. Right? This we have seen just before. Two questions before we have seen. The ratio of the areas of the two similar triangles, so 81 divided by 49, is equal to what? The ratio of the squares of their corresponding sides. For x, what is the corresponding side? 3.5. So x square by 3.5. Now you solve this one, you will get the answer. So what is given here? So x square we have to find as cross multiply. X is, we take this the other side, 81 multiplied by 3.5 whole square divided by 49. Now we need to find the value of x. Very easy trick is there. 81 is what? 9 square. Already you are having 3.5. So without calculations you can find this one. What is the meaning of 49? It is 7 square. So this is x square. We need to find what? X. So x means remove the squares. If you want to change the x square into x, convert x square into x, in the other side remove the squares. So 9 square becomes 9, 3.5 square becomes 3.5, and the 7 square becomes 7. So very easy to convert from x square to x. Remove the other side the squares. Now if you calculate and do this one, you will get the answer. This is 31.5 by 7. 31.5 by 7. What is the answer here? 4.5. So the correct answer is 4.5. So based on one formula only, we got, or one rule we can say rather, we got two questions here, question number 32 and 35. Right. Now we go to the question number 35. Question number 3. A tangent to a circle touches in how many points? Very simple. I have already drawn a tangent here. We have a circle. A tangent touches only at one point. So what is the answer? Answer is 135. Direct question. Answer is 1. Now coming to question number 36. There are exactly dash tangents to a circle through a point outside the circle. Outside the circle means we have to draw a circle. Consider a point outside the circle. Right, this is the point. So this is one tangent you will get. This is another tangent you will get. So how many tangents we are getting? 2. This is also a direct question if you know the concept. Concept is important. Now question number 37. Length of the tangent we have. The length of the tangent from a point 15 centimeter away from the center of the circle of radius 9 centimeter is. So here we have to draw a circle. Let's draw a circle. So what is given? The length of the tangent from about 15 centimeter away from here. Touch like this. So this is the point. Right. So here we have to draw a circle and a point is center is the center of the circle, and this will be the radius. Right. So what is given to us? So here we have a point 15 centimeters. So if you take a tangent from here like this, and this is the one. So radius is how much? 9 centimeter. Distance is how much tangent from the point? 15 centimeter. So this part is 15 and this part is radius is 9. So one thing we have to remember, the radius here we have. Radius, this is very important, otherwise you will confuse with the diagram. Radius is perpendicular to tangent. If you remember this one, it is very easy. So this is the radius, this is perpendicular to tangent. So this is actually the straight line. And this will be the hypotenuse, right? You should not confuse. This is 15 and 9. So this will be the straight line and this is actually the hypotenuse. For the figure, don't confuse because I draw the circle in a not that much neat. So here, so 90 degrees means this is the straight line actually. So we have here 15 square minus 9 square. So what we have to find here, you will see the question again. The length of the tangent from the center of the circle of the radius is no. Length of the tangent we have to find from the center of the circle. It is given no. Correct. Here some confusion is there. I will remove this one. 15 centimeter is this one. From point to the center of the circle is given. What is the point from the, this is 15. That's the correct here. 15 centimeter. Length of the tangent from 15 from the center of the circle, yes. So center of the circle is 15. So what we have to find? The other part. This side we have to find. Right. So this is 90 degrees. So this, the opposite of 90 degrees, this one is what? This is hypotenuse actually. This is hypotenuse. So you consider like this. Actually this is the figure. Here we are having center of the circle. This is center of the circle is there. If it is O, consider this as O. Right. And this is 90 means this is A. This is how much? 9. Hypotenuse is how much? 15. So we have to find. So which theorem we have to use? Pythagoras theorem. From Pythagoras theorem, if you want to find this value of x, what we have to do? 15 square minus 9 square. 15 square is how much? 225. Minus 9 square is how much? 81. So if you do this one, what we will get? 5 minus 1 is 4. So we get 144. This is x square. Right. X square is 144. But we need the value of x. So what will be x? Square root of 144. What is 144 square root? 12 into 12. So the answer is 1. So what we have to remember, a very important rule here. Radius is perpendicular to tangent. If you know this one, this is making 90 degrees. This radius is perpendicular to the tangent 90. Then only you can do this one. Otherwise, you will have some confusion. 28. Sorry, 38 rather. If AP and AQ, already it is given to us. This is AP. What about AQ? These two are tangents to a circle with a center O. Center is given to us. Fine. So then, so that angle POQ 110. That is also good. Then what we have to find? Then angle POQ. This is pretty straightforward question. POQ we have to find. POQ is 110. 110 is given to us. Then what we have? PAQ. So this angle we have to find. Very easy. How? Just now we have discussed. From center O to the tangent. What is the angle it will make? Perpendicular. 90 degrees. What about this one? 90 degrees. Right. If you see this figure, what is that figure? O, Q, A, P. 4 sides. O, Q, A, P. This is quadrilateral. Quadrilateral. So sum of the 4 sides, sum of the 4 angles of a quadrilateral, angle sum property. How much? For a 4-sided figure, the sum of the angles is 360. So we have 3 values available, 4th one is not available. So simply write here, so x plus 90 plus 90 plus 110. Very easy. X plus 90 plus 90 plus 110. These are the 4 angles of a quadrilateral. This is how much? 360 degrees. So we have to find x is equal to 360 minus This one 110, 200, 290. So how much we will get x value? 70 degrees. So that is what we got the answer as 70 degrees. That is option number 2. So this is the correct one. So what we have to remember? Again same thing. Radius is perpendicular to tangent. If you know this one, and the angle sum property of a four-sided figure, that is quadrilateral, that is 360 degrees, you know the answer instantaneously. Now the question number, what is the question? 39 we have already done. We have to go to question number 39 we have to do. If two concentric circles, what is the meaning of concentric circles? Like this, two circles having the same center. That means if you have a bigger circle, smaller circle having the same center, that is what we say concentric circles. Of radii 5 cm and 3 cm. Here I have already done. Smaller circle radius 3 cm, bigger circle radius 5 cm. Then the length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle. Length of the chord of the larger circle which touches the smaller circle is. So if we draw a chord like this. What is chord basically? If you have a figure, this is a chord. This is also a chord. This is also a chord. Even the diameter is also a chord. That is the biggest chord rather. So what we have to find? Already we have, we know that from center to that this one, the point, what it makes the 90 degrees. So 5 plus 3. We have to find actually this AB. Length of AB we have to find. This is the chord. AB is the chord we have to find. If we consider this point is BC as x, so AC will also be x. So total AB is what? 2x. Right? If B to C is x, then C2 is also same. Concentric circles are there. So x. So x plus x is AB is 2x. So in the triangle here we have very simple. Here again Pythagoras theorem. 5, 3, x. We need to find x square by using Pythagoras theorem. X square is equal to 5 square plus 3 square. What is 5 square? 25. What is 3 square? 9. So how much it is? X square 5 square plus 3 square. We are doing anything here, missing values. So here in this case, this is not the correct figure, right? Because just now we have discussed, what is that? Radius is perpendicular to the tangent, right? If radius is perpendicular to the tangent, so this will be 90 degrees. This is the radius for the smaller circle, and this AC or AB is rather the tangent to the circle. So here it makes 90 degrees. So if you draw the figure carefully, at the 90 degrees we are having 3, and the opposite side to the 90 degrees is hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is 5, right? So we have to find this one. So not like this. This is 5 square minus 3 square, that is 25 minus 9. So x square is equal to 16, right? 25 minus 9, so x square minus 9 is 16. So what we will get here? X is equal to 4. So if x square is 16, what is the value of x? It is 4. X square is 16. So x is 4. So we get here 2 parts. So this will be 4 and this will be 4. 2 parts. X plus x. 2 into 4. 8. Right. So the length of the chord is 8. So the correct answer here is 8 centimeter, not this one. So the correct answer here for this question is not this one, the 8 centimeter you will get. Right. Now we go to the question number 40. The area of the sector whose radius is 7 centimeter. So here it is given to us, this radius is 7 centimeter, this is 7 centimeter, and sector, you know, this is the area of sector. This is a sector, right? Given to us, this is 7 and this is 7. And what is the angle? Angle is given, no, 2 constant, no, this one. So angle is 72, right? Angle is given as 72 degrees. So area of the sector formula you have to remember. Formula is what? Theta by 360 multiplied by pi r square. Theta is the angle formed in the sector. 72 by 360, 22 by 7. What is r square? 7 into 7. R is 7 means r square is 7 into 7. Now you calculate all these things, you will get here the answer, right? So this will come to around, so 7 will go, you calculate this one, so it will take time. 9 8s 9 4s 0 8 1s 8 5s, so 22 into 7 by 5. 22 into 7, 154 divided by 5. When you do this one, what you will get? 5 30. 35 is 150. So anything above 30 is the answer. 30 point something. So this one 30.8, right? No need to do complete in the entrance exam. Just see the nearby. 30, 38, of course it is not there because 35 is 150. So 30 point something you get. So only one thing is given to you. This is question number, what is that? 40. Now we go to question number 41. Surface area and volumes. If a right circular cylinder, draw a cylinder having base radius, so radius is 14, height is given 21. Then the curved surface area, CSA of the cylinder, use pi is equal to 2. So we have to find what? CSA, curved surface area of cylinder. You have to remember the formula is 2 pi RH. 2 into pi value is given 22 by 7, use 22 by 7. If it is given to you 3.14, use 3.14. Multiply, radius is what? 14. Height is what? 21. Do calculate 7 1s are 7 2s are. Now multiply all these values, you will get the answer as 1840 and something like this. So what is that? 2 pi RH. This one you will get 1848 is the answer, right? So here actually I moved the image, that's why these marks have been changed, otherwise this mark has been actually here. So this is the answer. When I move the image, these red color what we can say indicators remain at the same place. So the answers are showing as wrong. For example, this one is outside. Anyway, so 1848 is the answer. Calculation you have to do. Now question number 42. What is question number 42? The volume of the right circular cone. So you have to know the cone. No need to draw in the exam. Only thing you have to remember the formula. Here we have the radius. What is given? We have to find the volume. So volume of the cone is how much? Radius is given as 6. Height is given as 7. So what we have to remember? Volume of the cone formula, that is equal to 1 by 3 into pi r square h. Substitute the values. 1 by 3 into pi value is 22 by 7. R is given as 6. So r square means 6 into 6. Height is given as 7. 7 gone. 3 1s are 3 2s are 22 into 12. So what is the correct answer? 22 into 12 means more than 264. This is the answer, right? So what we have to remember here? Volume of the cone. Previous question, what we have to remember? CSA of cylinder 2 pi RA. So only this thing, formula if you remember easily, you can solve this type of questions with little bit of calculations. Question number 43. If a cylinder and cone have bases of equal radii, if we have, so here we have to remember like formula. This is remember like formula. So in the question, whatever is given to you, just you can easily write very quickly, because entrance means you have, sometimes you have to remember the results of the questions, right? For example, in trigonometry, it is given prove that something, you have to remember those results. So easily you can do because that will save the time. So here, if the volume of a cylinder have, so cylinder, talking about cylinder. Second thing is what? Another thing is cone. So in both cases, what is given? Radius here is R and radius here is also, so both radius are same. And also equal height. Height is H here and height is, means if radius and height are same values in both cylinder and cone, then the volumes are in the ratio. If like this is the question, you have to remember this as 3:1. 3:1 from this side. Which side? Cylinder to cone. Cylinder to cone. Right. If it is, for example, they may change the question and give it to like this. Everything is same, what is given to you here in the question. And they said that if the volume of the cylinder is, what we can say, 9. What is the volume of cone, they will ask. This is 3. 3:1. Right. If it is given to you like this, if the same question, if it is given to you that volume of the cylinder is 9, then what is the volume of cone? 3:1, you remember this one. So 3:1 means 9:3. Right. So in that way you have to remember. So this you have to remember. But 44 question. If two cubes have each of volume 64 centimeter cube. Here we have a cube of volume how much? 64 centimeter cube. Another cube, volume 64 centimeter cube. Both cubes are joined what? Have end to end. They are joined end to end. Then the surface area of the resulting cuboid. So if you join these two together, just combine from both the ends. This end you combine with this one. What we get? We get a bigger, what we can say, length. Length will be bigger, whereas base and height will remain same. So surface area of what we have to find, the bigger one, what is that? Cuboid. Two cubes are combined to form a cuboid. So here volume is volume of a cube will get side cube, whereas volume of cuboid, length into breadth into height. So here 64 cube root of 64 is what? 4. So here this is 4, 4 and 4. The two cubes are having LBH 4, 4 and 4. And the other one 4, 4. How we are getting this one? Volume of a cube is side cube, S cube. If this is 64 cube, what is 64 actually? Cube root of 64. All these things you have to remember orally. 4 into 4 into 4 means you will get 4. So the resulting one, when you add this to this 4 plus 4, this becomes 8. Whereas this remains 4. Height is 4 and the breadth or width as 4. So breadth and width are not changed. Height, only the length is changed. So L is equal to 8 in the resulting cuboid and the width is equal to width or breadth. Both are same. Huh? This is 4. And what about H? Height equal to 4. So surface area of cuboid you have to, the bigger one is not cube, the bigger one is cuboid. So what is the formula? 2 into LB, length into breadth, plus BH, breadth into height, plus HL, height into. So 2 into L into B, how much? 32. Breadth into height, 4 into 4, 16. Again height into L, 4 into 8, 32. Now when you do this one, what you will get? 2 multiplied by 80. 64 plus 16 is 80. So 80 into 2 is 160 centimeter square. The resulting one. Where is 160 centimeter square? See here, this one on the answer. 44, option 2. Here already I put in Telugu. Okay. Now moving to question number 45. Sine square, cos square. So we are moving to trigonometry now. Trigonometry you have to sine square 15 plus cos square 15. Very easy question, direct 1 mark question. What is sine square theta plus cos square theta? 1. So instead of theta, if you have 15, 20, 20, 30, 30, whatever is given to you, sine square something plus same cos square something, means answer is 1. Straight. Option 2. Answer is option 2, that is 1. Now question number 46 here. A chord of circle 4 centimeter is making an angle of 60 degrees. Here I have drawn a chord. What is chord here? AB is the chord. What is AB? AB is the chord. Making an angle with the center how much? 60 degrees. Then the length of the chord is, radius is also given. Radius is how much? 4. That's why. So OA is radius. OA is radius and OB is also radius. So one is 4 means other is also 4. Right. This is a very easy question if we know one rule of triangles. What is that rule? If two sides are equal, this you have to remember. If you remember the basics, then it is very easy. If two sides are equal, the angles opposite to the equal sides are equal. The angles opposite is equal. That means this angle x is equal to this angle x. Right? Because the angles opposite to equal sides. If you have a triangle like this, and this is 4 and this is 4, angles opposite to equal sides are equal. One is given as 60. Right? This is already given as 60. And these two are equal. So we know in a triangle, how much? Total sum of angle sum property. Sum of three angles is 180. So these two should be how much? Equal. If this is 60, so this will also be 60, this is also, then 180 will get, no? Right? Otherwise, you can write x plus 60 is equal to 180. In that way also, you can, if you are confusing with this one, write x plus 60 is equal to 180. Angle sum property. Angles in a three-side triangle, sum of the angles is 180. So 2x plus 60 is equal to 180. 2x is equal to 180 minus 60 is 120. X is equal to 120 by 2, that is 60. So you will get both angles as 60. So that is what we need to find, or something else also is given. Then the length of the chord AB. So equilateral triangle. Right? 4. If both are 4, angles are same. So this becomes what? Equilateral triangle. So what we will get? If these two sides are 4, the other is also 4. Because 60 means indicates what? Here we have not reached the answer. Here what we have read is the three angles are 60. If three angles are 60 degrees in a, in a triangle, so what type of triangle it is? Equilateral triangle. So in the equilateral triangle, the sides are equal. If two sides are 4, the third side should also be 4. So the length of the chord, that is AB, is 4 centimeters. That is question number 46. So basics are tested thoroughly here. Question number 47. Then we are still in the trigonometry. Here, what is if cosec theta plus cot theta is equal to k, what is given to us is written as equation number 1. Cosec theta plus cot theta is equal to k. Then the value of cosec theta we have to find. What is cosec theta? This is somewhat lengthy question, it seems. This question is for the toppers. We know that in trigonometry, what we know the identity, cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. This is like sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. This is a square minus b square is equal to 1. That is a plus b into a minus b. Right? A square minus b square. So we have to write cosec theta plus cot theta multiplied by cosec theta minus cot theta is equal to 1. But already we know cosec plus cot is k. So this part becomes k. K multiplied by cosec theta minus cot theta is equal to 1. So what is the value of cosec theta minus cot theta? That is equal to 1 by k. Multiplied means if you go to the other side, it will go to the denominator. So this is equation number 2. This is equation number 1. We have to solve these two equations. That's all. You get the answer. But solving will take time. How? Equation 1 I will write on top here. Cosec theta plus cot. To save time I am writing here because this is entrance exam, not the SSC exam. So we have, this is cancel, cot gone. We get 2 cosec theta is equal to, what we are doing, plus. No, we get here k plus 1 by k plus 1 by k or k minus 1 by k we get. So we are doing addition here. So this is gone, k plus 1 by k. Right. So if you solve 6th class, go back to the 6th class, k square, LCM will be k multiplied with this one, LCM as k. Now if you bring 2 to this side, then what is cosec theta will be this one, k square plus 1 by 2k, right? Okay, option number 1 is correct. And this question is for the, from a difficult question, this is for the toppers. Then we have question number 40. If A, B, C are interior angles of a triangle A, B, C, then the value of cos of A plus B by 2 is, here we are having A, B, C, triangle A plus B plus C. So sum of the interior angles of a triangle is what? 180 degrees. So we can write A plus B plus C is equal to 180. So what we have to find, this is somewhat tricky, already directly from the textbook question. This question is already available in 10th class textbook. You can, cos A plus B by 2 is C by 2. You can remember the answer. If you remember some answers of the question given in the textbook, then some of the questions directly you can do without solving. That is very, very, very important. You have no need to solve. If you remember the questions given in the textbook, you can solve many things. A plus B plus C by, so here what we can do, divide by, we need here, see here we have to find cos of A plus B we have to find. So what we will do, we will keep A plus B on the left side and send the C to the other side, then divide by 2, because in the, if you see here it is divided by 2 here in the question given as divide by 2. So we will dividing both sides by 2. Then what we will do, apply, because here it is cos is there, right? So apply cos on both sides, cos of A plus B by 2. No, first we will solve a little bit here, so that 90 degrees we will bring. 180 minus C by 2, how we can write? Split this 180 minus C by 2 as 180 by 2 minus C by 2. So A plus B by 2 is equal to 180 by 90 minus C by 2. Now applying cos on both sides, cos of this one is equal to cos of 90 minus C by 2. We have to remember the formulas of complementary angles. Exercise 3. Exercise 3 of trigonometry chapter. Cos 90 minus theta is what? Sin theta. Cos 90 minus this C by 2 is nothing but your theta. Sin theta. So instead of theta, what we are having? C by 2. Sin of C by 2. So this is your answer. Option 3 is the answer. Sin C by 2. Complementary angles. You have to remember. These are somewhat lengthy questions. Now question number 49. Direct. From textbook. This is also direct. If you remember that in the textbook, already we have proved these questions. If you remember cos A, cos B minus sin A, sin B, remember as 0. Simply remember as 0. Whatever values of cos for complementary angles less than 90. Sum of A plus B should be less than 90. Cos A, cos B minus sin A, sin B equal to 0. Instead of that one, it is given as, here it is given 54, 36. Sin A is what? 54. What is B? 36. If you take 54, 36, if you take 60, 30, whatever you take, sum should be 90. Here sum should be 90, here 54, 30. What is the answer? You will get 0. Directly go to the option 1, that is 0. Now 50, question number. Which chapter? Applications of trigonometry, it seems. A boy observed the top of an electrical pole at an angle of 60 degrees. So we have a pole, quickly make, this is the pole, right? Then observation, boy is somewhere here. Observation is what? Angle. Here we say boy. This is the pole, 60 degrees. Now what we have, the height 6 meters away. The boy is 6 meters away. If this is point C, this is point B, this is point A. BC is the distance, 6 meters. Pole height we have, then find the height of the pole. So we have 6 meters is given, right? Yes. So if you need to find x, so angle opposite this is 1, and we are having this value. What is tan 60? Because these two, we are related with these two values now. What is tan opposite by adjacent? So what is tan 60? You have to remember the basic thing. Tan 60 is equal to opposite x adjacent. For the 60 adjacent is what? 6 here. What is the tan 60 value? That you have to remember. If you don't remember, question is gone. So what is the value of x? Cross multiply. X is equal to 6 into root 3. So the correct answer is option 3. Trigonometry very easy questions will get. You have to remember the values. Then only easily you can do. Now we have question number 51. Question number 51 is what? From a helicopter a person observes an object on the ground at an angle of depression 30 degrees. Angle of depression of 30 degrees. If the helicopter is flying at a height of the helicopter is 500 meters from the ground, then the distance between the person and the object. Consider this is the ground. Here somewhere we are having helicopter. So this is how much it is given. Height as 500 meters. What is this height of the helicopter? Right, somewhere here we have an object. So from here this object has been observed. Angle of which angle is given? Depression. Depression means this one here. This angle. What is this angle given here? 60. This is 30 is given. If this is 30, then the alternate angles. This is what? 30. So what we need to find? We need to find from here to this point. So this hypotenuse we have to find. Right. So we need to find the relation. Angle opposite side by hypotenuse. What is opposite side by hypotenuse? Opposite side is 500, hypotenuse is x, that is sine 30. Sine, angle is sine, opposite by hypotenuse. So 500 by x is equal to, now sine 30 you should know. If you don't know sine 30 value, gone. So x cross multiply, bring here, 2 bring here, x is equal to 500 into 2. What is 500 into 2? 1000 meters. Right. So this is question number 51 is over 1000 meters. Now going to question number, what is the question number 52? Questions are direct, but only thing is it will take some time for calculations. The student should be very fast on the calculation part, otherwise it is difficult to do. So here we are having two boys, right? Say one boy is here, another boy is here. They are on either side of a temple. Consider this is the temple, right? What is the temple height? 45. This is temple. Height is 45 meters. The top and the elevation is 30 degrees from one boy and there is 60 degrees. So from one side, consider this as 30 degrees. For another side, this is 60. This is for toppers. The question is for toppers. Because it will take time. It's not easy for all students to do. So what we have to find? The distance between the boys. Right. So if you consider this as a B, C triangle, then we are having a point D here. AD. Consider for one boy, the distance from boy at A to temple is X. The distance from boy B to temple is Y. So what we need to find? We need to find X plus Y. So we have to take two cases here, not one. So time is the problem. So what we have to find? AD plus DB. AD plus DB. So first we take triangle ADC. In triangle ADC, angle is 30. Opposite by adjacent. What is that? Tan. Tan 30 is equal to, opposite is how much? 45 by x. Right. What is the value of tan 30? 1 by root 3 is equal to 45 by x. Cross multiply. You get x is equal to 45 multiplied by root 3. This value you got. Similarly, you have to do for another triangle. Triangle, what do you say? BDC. Triangle BDC. 60, opposite is 45 and adjacent is y. Again, opposite to adjacent is what? Tan. So tan 60 is equal to what we get, 45 divided by y. So tan 60 value you have to remember, else gone. Root 3 is equal to 45 by y. So what we get here, y is equal to 45 divided by root 3. This is somewhat going lengthy. Y is equal to 45. Cross multiply. 45 divided by root 3. I will do here. Y is equal to 45 divided by root 3. How we cancel this one? So y can be written as what? 3 into 15. So 3 can be written as root 3 to cancel the denominator, nothing else. Into 15 by root 3. Why I am writing like this? 45 I converted as 3 into 15. So 3 means root 3 into root 3 is 3. So that we can cancel this one. So what is the value of y we are getting? 15 root 3. Y is equal to 15 root 3. X is equal to 45 root 3. So 15 root 3 plus 45 root 3 is how much? 60 root 3. What is that option? Yes, option 1. 60 root 3. That is a lengthy question for 1 mark. Of course, this is for toppers because they can do this very fast. Now 53 question number. We are going to probability. 2 dice are thrown at the same time. What is the probability that the sum of the 2 numbers appearing on the top of the dice is 13? 2 dice. So in a die, what is the number? 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 6. Second die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 16. If you add any combination, do we get 13 here? No. Maximum combination we get is 6. 6 plus 6 is how much? 12. What is given in the question? 13. What is the chance that we get a 13? 0 chance. So probability is 0. Uncertain event. Right. Probability is 0. That is uncertain event. So it is not possible. Question number 53 is over. Now question number 54. Question number 54. One card is selected from well shuffled deck of 52 cards. So total number of cards how many? Total number of cards is equal to 52. That we know. In a pack of cards, total cards are 52. What is the probability? There is a chance of getting the queen of diamond. Queen of diamond. So we have to remember that. This you have to remember. This is headache questions. Pack of cards. Because someone who didn't play these cards, they will get confused. So you have to remember. In a 52 cards, we have spades. 4 parts we can divide. Spades is there, hearts is there, diamonds is there, and clubs are there. All these are 13. 13, 13, 13, 13. Now I am going short. So each one we are having a queen. So we are having a queen here, we are having a queen here, queen here, queen here. So what is the question actually? Queen of diamond. In diamond there is one queen. Right? Queen of diamond. How many? 1. What is the probability we will get this one? 1 out of 52. 1 out of 52. What is the answer? Question option 1. 54 is the answer. So if you remember this, how many, all these things, queens, clubs and all those things, then it is easy. Otherwise, difficult. So you have to remember these things. No option. 55. A kiddie bank contains 100 rupees. I have written here in short. 100 rupee, 150 pice coins. 100 how many? 50 pice coins. 51 rupee coins. 22 rupees coins. 10 5 rupees coins. Right. So what is the chance when we mix this one upside down, etc. When we mix this one, what is the probability of getting the coin is 5 rupee coin here? The question is, what is the chance that if we take one coin out of all this from kiddie bank, right? The kids which they use to save the money, right? So we have to pick one coin. What is the chance? That's fine. So we have to find what total number of coins. Total number of coins how many? So total number of coins means we have 10 plus 20, 30 plus 50, 80 and 100 is total number of coins. Number of coins. This is total. How much? 180. So 5 rupees coins how much? 10. So 10 by 1. So what is the chance that we get a 5 rupee coin? 10 out of 180. 0, 0 cancel. 1 by 18 given. Yes, option 4. 1 by 18 is the answer. Question number 56. Rainfall of a town in a week is 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 12, some data. How many are given? 1, 2, 3, 4, something are given. Average rainfall. Now we are going to statistics. Average rainfall means statistics. How will you get the average? Mean. Right. 6th class question, mean 6th or 7th class. Add all the values. Add all these values. 4 plus 5, 9, and all this if you add, you will get as 42. Average 42 divided by how many are there? Count 3, 4, 7. Right. Sum by count. 7 1 the 7 6. So average means 6 centimeter. Right. So this is the option number 7. So average means just add divided by count. How many are there? At that number. Now we are going to question number 57. What is 57? Which of the following is not a formula for arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean 3 methods are given. Right. So we have this one. 4th one is definitely not for the arithmetic mean. This is for mode, I think. Yes. So question number 4, option number 4 is not for the arithmetic mean. So remember all the 3 formulas of arithmetic mean. Right, 3 methods are there, no? Direct method, step deviation method, assumed mean, and all those things. Remember, the 4th one is not for the arithmetic mean. So that this is a direct question. Easily you can do. Now going to question number 58. 58 is also very easy because what is given to you is mode. Right? What is mode? Most repeated value. Mode means most repeated value. What is mean? Mean means average. If you remember, the concept remember means it is easy. What is most repeated value from here? We have here 9, 10, 19, 7 and all those things. It looks 7 is more because I already tick here. So most repeated is 7. So that is what we mean by mode. Now going to question number 59. In a group frequency distribution, the formula to find the median. Formula, very easy question. These are easy questions for qualifying students, those who want to qualify. So they give some chance. Those who want to top, they give some difficult questions. That is the difference only. So median formula L plus N by 2 minus 2. So this one you have to write the correct formula. Then the last question here, question number 60. What is that? The median of 75 and all these things. Median. For median, you have to remember very important thing. First, you have to arrange the data in the ascending order. Which order? Ascending order. Means from small to big. So otherwise, answer will be wrong. Very simple, basic thing. Median means first arrange the data in the ascending order. We have this arrangement. Then find the middle value. How many are there? 7 are there. So remove the 3 from this side, remove the 3 from the other side. What we will get median? 42. That's all. Suppose if you are getting 2 values, if there are 8 values are there, you are getting 2 values for the median. For example, if you get like this, 24 and 32 you get. And here you are having some and here one. That means in the middle if you get 2, here you are getting in the middle only 1. So directly you will write median after arranging. If you get 2, take the average. 24 plus 32 by 2. Right. So with this we have completed the 60 questions of mathematics. These are uploaded rather in 3 videos I have uploaded this one. So next you have the physics and chemistry part. I will take the physics and chemistry part in detail as I will solve the problems also hopefully there. So do like, share and subscribe. If you like this video, share with your friends and subscribe. Thanks for. If you have any doubts, write in the comment section. See, I have given detailed answers so that if a student who has a weak concept should also understand. Some students open the video by seeing the time. Right? By seeing the time, they will open. So if the video time is 20 minutes, then they will see that that is a good video. No, it's not like that. Concept should be clear. So everyone should understand the concept, right? Then only you can solve. Some other tips also will be given there. If I directly say direct short 1 mark, you will, if any change in the question, you will not be able to answer. So you have to prepare the concept thoroughly, then any change in the question, then easily you will do. Hope you will like this video. Thanks for